You know, the Democrats are hypocrites in colors. The variations of hypocrisy that they spew is nothing short of miraculous. I mean, it's talent. It's talent. They know exactly what they're doing. And these Democrats have long held this idea, this reputation for preaching family values and togetherness and love. And you know what that's all about. This, while they hypocritically shield their own collapsing marriages, and they think that you somehow are going to, what, not know this? You're not supposed to know this? You're gonna buy this nonsense? See, remember one thing about these folks. They think you're stupid, which is the most important thing in the world. They shield their own cascading Hindenburg marriages. And once again, it's on full display. I mean, don't you love this? The latest with Kamala and Doug, and then the Obamas with Barry and Michelle. And speculation, speculation is still surrounding the state of Barry and Michelle, their marriage. Trouble in paradise. Is it Splitsville? What the hell's going on here? What's going on, especially with these two? And by the way, the speculation apparently has reached a fever pitch in recent weeks, fueled, again, by Michelle's conspicuous absence at both President Jimmy Carter's funeral and the inauguration. Why would she not want to be a part of that? Everybody's watching. The whole world is watching. Now, let's be clear. If this were a Republican couple, you know and I know the media would absolutely be screaming left and right about the dysfunction and the betrayal. But the left-leaning press, whatever's left of them, these folks, they're a different story. They remain suspiciously and usually quiet. They don't care about this. They play their predictable game of selective outrage. The hypocrisy of those folks is unbelievable. Now, it doesn't stop with the Obamas. Kamala and her supposedly rock-solid marriage to the wife guy, or whatever the hell he is, Doug Emhoff, are now the subject of really growing, whispers, shall we say, in Washington. Allegations of infidelity and strained relations cast doubt on their highly curated image as the modern feminist couple. Remember that crap we had to go through? Remember that one? White guys for whatever it was? Men who somehow hid their masculine, whatever it was. Modern feminist power couple, remember? Doug, once touted as, again, the wife guy, still not even sure exactly what the hell that is, who reshaped and retooled masculinity. Remember that? He might soon find himself unburdened of Kamala's ambitions. Because, after all, what does Doug do for her now? Now, as insiders are bluntly putting it, this wouldn't be the first time that Kamala leveraged her personal life for career advancement. Yet, where's the media outrage over the blatant hypocrisy? Where is it? Where is this truly a double standard? Of course there is. Now, the Obamas' relationship, long held up as aspirational, a love story of Olympian, I'm trying to think of the pantheon, that's more of it, of marital bliss, seems increasingly like a manufactured facade. I don't want to get into that. You know what I'm talking about, okay? Holy Joan Rivers, Batman. Now listen, Michelle has openly admitted to a decade of resentment towards Barry. A resentment. A shocking confession, conveniently ignored by the radical left press that fawns over her and her guns and her remember that, her arms and her frequent vacations with billionaires without Barry have fueled, as you can imagine, whispers of, dare I say, separate wives. That's never happened before. Think about it. And then, by the way, this has been going on for years. Yet, As Barry posts these grainy, half-hearted Instagram tributes to Michelle, and by the way, is she looking rough or what? Sorry, it's the truth. The media clings to this demented fantasy of their perfect union. If Donald and Melania Trump sneezed out of sync, did anything, there would be wall-to-wall coverage questioning their marriage's validity. But for the Obamas, crickets. It's incredible. And let's not forget the Harris-Emhoff drama, ladies and gentlemen. That's still one of my favorites. Doug's alleged affairs and rumored misconduct barely registered a blip in the liberal media landscape. Hypocrisy. Kamala, for her part, has doubled down on public displays of affection that feel increasingly performative. The hypocrisy, my dear friend, is glaring. Glaring, I say to you, and it's true. Progressives love to mock conservative marriages, but they're utterly silent when their own figureheads, their own sock puppets, so to speak, face marital issues. Now, instead of addressing the cracks in the image, the concerns, the usual wear and tear of life, they bury the story, bury the lead, slap on some hashtags, and call it a day. That's exactly what they do. But we know better, don't we? You know why? Because we're smart. As Fredo Cuomo said, the real Fredo, not Fredo Cuomo, Fredo Corleone. Or, see that? I can't think of Fredo without thinking of that twit. In any event, the media's collective protective bubble around the Democratic elite is as transparent as it is frustrating for some people. Now, Barry, Kamala, and their increasingly shaky marriages exemplified the left's rules for thee but not for me approach to personal accountability. Now, if these stories involved prominent conservatives, we'd be bombarded with op-eds about toxic relationships, power imbalances, and moral decay, among others, inter alia. But when it's the Democrats, the hypocrisy is deafening. And the silence from their allies, in particular, in the press, speaks volumes, loud volumes. The cracks are showing, my friend. And no Instagram post or no polished PR campaign can hold the facade together forever. Now, what does this matter? Does it matter really to things? It does. Because lies are politically problematic. That's the way it should be. What do you think about this? Does this make sense? Do you find this fascinating? You know you do. Is it a further example of the lies of these folks? Or is it nobody's business? Tell me, my friend. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. If you like what we have to say, subscribe and comment as you see fit.